you another way. Let's say it was rats, cats, worms, you know what I'm saying? And they said kill and eat. You gonna be hesitant for a minute. Wait.
Right.
I don't know about that. I ain't never ate anything like that before. So this is the way Shaul was coming at it, but it was also it's commanded that you should not eat these things. But go ahead, we're going to make a point with this. And this is actually going to explain the concept of Cornelius. And this is going to define if he was indeed an Israelite or not. Go ahead.
And the voice spake unto him again, the second time. What mighty one hath cleansed, that call not thou common. This was done thrice, and the vessel was received up again into heaven. Now while Keeper doubted in himself,
he still doubted. This voice still came to him three times, and he still doubted. That means he's like, man, I still don't know. I mean, normally people would say, well, I was just led by the Spirit, I didn't question it. No, Peter was questioning this one. Go ahead.
Now while Peter doubted himself what this vision which he had seen should mean.
And wait a minute, one thing I forgot to mention. If we can back up to verse 10, it said he became very hungry and would have eaten while they made ready, while he was getting the food ready, he fell into a trance, which means that his vision or what he was getting ready to do or what was going on with him at that time was getting ready to be used to get his attention. He was hungry, unclean beast, being shown to him as he was in a trance, said, rise, eat, and man was hungry already.
Exactly. And if I can interrupt, a lot of people will have a dream on a topic or something that they've been dwelling on all throughout the day. So you might be dwelling on falling down or hurting yourself, getting into an accident or something. But that will be used to give you a message when you have a dream. The Most High speaks to man in dreams.
Okay, good, very good. So we was at 17. Peter still doubting. Go ahead.
Now while Keeper doubted in himself what this vision which he had seen should mean, behold, the men which were sent from Cornelius had made inquiry for Simon's house and stood before the gate.
Stop. So it's starting to look like this vision and this thing with Cornelius is starting to be intertwined a little bit. Let's get down. Let's get down and go to 25. Verse 25.
Verse 25. And as Keeper was coming in, Cornelius met him and fell down at his feet and worshipped him. But Keeper took him up, saying, stand up, I myself also am a man.
Stop. You know I'm proud Israelite, son. But this man fell down, not like worshiping like we worship God, but no, he just fell down at his feet. And Peter, Shimon, he picked him up. Like, don't do that. I myself am a man.
Right.
So wait a minute, we know as Israelites, and wait a minute. In the beginning, didn't it say that Cornelius served the mighty one with his whole house?
Right.
Prayed to him always?
Right.
So if he's an Israelite and does this, then he should know you don't do that to another man. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay, let's keep going. 27.
And as he talked with him, he went in and found many that were come together. And he said unto them, ye know how that it is an unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew to keep company or come into one of another nation.
Wow. These are Israelites.
Yeah. Where's that in the law?
I don't mean to mock any Israelites who've been teaching that Cornelius was an Israelite, but in the Tanakh and even in Torah, there are so many scriptures that either the Gentile is a Caucasian or you see someone of the other nations. Now, it is clear here if Cornelius was one of us, then this statement does not get made.
Exactly. Even if he was a citizen of another nation or born in another nation, or obviously he knew who he was. Like for example, the Apostle Shaul. Well, he was a Roman citizen. He was called Shaul of Tarsus, but everybody knew he was an Israelite. They didn't call him a Gentile or one of another nation.
Right.
Cornelius is being called one of another nation.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Read 28 over.
And he said unto them, ye know how it is an unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew to keep company or come unto one of another nation. But Mighty One has showed me that I should not call any man common or unclean.
Matter of fact, read 29.
Therefore came I unto you without gainsaying, as soon as I was sent for. I asked therefore, for what intent ye have sent for me?
See, because even though he was still doubting, he still went without saying anything about it. But he said, now I know what that vision meant, not to call any man uncommon or unclean. So to any Christian listening to this, don't let no preacher tell you that this is a scripture that allows us to eat anything that we want to eat. Peter doubted that vision. And then also to the Israelites, taken against a people of other nations, namely Gentiles. Wait a minute, it shows you right here. First of all, Cornelius was not an Israelite. One from another nation. Doesn't matter what color he was. But it lets you know that anybody that serves and serves Yah, keeps his laws, statutes, and commandments. Now, as far as the service of it, they got to come to us. But at the same time, no, we don't turn that man away.
Right.
Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hide the keys of life, so that people will enter into the kingdom. So you yourself won't enter in. This is what you're in danger of. Okay, let's go here. Let's go to Deuteronomy 23. Because we're going to do something, we're going to learn something on the way to learning something. Just a couple of scriptures. Deuteronomy 23 and 7.
A lot of them don't like this scripture.
Yeah, I know. But this is...
A lot of them don't like this law. This is the law.
This is a law. It's basically about, because, and I'm hitting them where the heart is, because we justify hate against Edom. We justify hate against the Gentiles. No, but wait a minute. We are supposed to be the world's example. What business do we have hating anyone?
Right.
If anything, if we're going to hate anybody, we should hate ourselves.
Yeah. Hate evil.
And hate evil.
And evil comes in all shapes, sizes, nations, colors.
Absolutely. Deuteronomy 23.
Deuteronomy 23
and 7.
Verse 7. Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite.
Well, what does abhor mean?
To hate.
Oh, to hate. Oh, okay. Because I don't want people to think that abhor means love. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite, for he is thy brother. Thou shalt not abhor an Egyptian, because thou was a stranger in his land.
Right.
The children that are begotten of them shall enter into the congregation of Yahweh in their third generation.
So they shall enter into the congregation of Yah. Wow. See, but a whole lot of them use that scripture, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. Wait a minute. He hated Esau. He didn't say he hated the Edomite.
Right. And is this law done away with? And there's many people out there saying this thing ain't for the other nations. They can't get in. They ain't gonna get this. Why did the Most High say they can enter into the congregation? Is the Most High a liar or is man a liar?
Absolutely. He said, my house will be called a house of prayer for that's the Israelites.
Right.
I thought it said all nations.
Right.
But anyway, let's go to another tough one. We about to get to Shaul. See, because what we just read sounds like something that Shaul would say, but that wasn't Shaul. No. But we got to one of the endorsers of Shaul. But first, we're going to get to see how Shaul came into this, and we're going to tie in Kepha, Cornelius, and Shaul all into one nice little package.
Yeah.
We're going to start at Acts chapter 9 and verse 1.
Acts 9 and verse 1. And Shaul, yet breathing out threatenings and slaughter against the disciples of the ruler, went unto the high priest and desired to him letters to Damascus, to the synagogues, that if he found any of this way, whether they were men or women, he might bring them bound unto Jerusalem.
So this man, he was a tyrant. I mean, he was persecuting followers of Yahshua or Yahoshua all day long. Just persecuting, you know, I mean, just after.